All right, welcome everybody. This is Sherry Bowers with Connected Spirit, and I have the honor of having Dr. Tianna Conte with me today. And this is always exciting. It's always fun to chit chat with you a little bit. And I'm glad I'm getting the chance to introduce you to the people that are watching. So you've got a wonderful backstory of how you got started in the work that you do. You want to tell everybody about that?
You would start there, Sherry. That's great. Well, I'm one of those started really young and early.
Mhm.
When I'm going to tell the true backstory. When my sister was born, my mother got very abusive to me.
Uh-huh.
So creatively, I wanted to escape the abuse. And so my dad was a medical doctor, and we lived in a three-story house. The middle floor was his office. So I started by going downstairs and introducing myself to all of his patients and asking if I could put my hands on their boo boo to make it better. And so it's really funny how something to escape something became a creative beginning to I saw everybody as these powerful beings of light because I didn't realize I had the gift of clairvoyance. And so I just say, wherever there was a dark spot, can I put hands on boo boo to make it better? And
Mm-hmm.
the healing transmissions started. And what they didn't realize is that every time I put hands on boo boo, I knew where the boo boo was. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask, I just went straight to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it started. And then I got a reputation. Every day I would go downstairs from age 5 on to do my office work with my dad's patients. I put hands on boo boo to make it better. And then by age 7, my father had a client case he could not solve. And I looked at him, and this is so important for parents to honor your children, especially up until the before puberty, because the soul is very active. And so what happened is I said, Daddy, maybe I could help you. And he looked at me, and here's this world renowned medical doctor looking at his little 7-year-old going, I could help you.
Right.
And I said, how can you help Daddy? I said, every time I look at the man's face, it's a mosquito. Why is it a mosquito? You know the light bulb moments they talk about? Dad had one. Came out with a big textbook and looked at it and said, how did you know? I said, I didn't know. I just saw a mosquito. The man had malaria. Sherry, my dad had never seen a case of malaria in the Bronx, in New York. In,
Right. Right.
I mean, seriously? And after that, the whole world opened up. He said, all right, you can come into the inner sanctum, his office, and watch Daddy work. But say nothing, and then we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of my ultimate training in healing, mind body energy transmission, everything. I've gotten so many degrees since then, but nothing beats that little childhood experience of watching your natural born gifts come to life.
Yeah.
And get paid for it. Dad was very generous.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's wonderful that he was open to that,
Yeah.
at that age. That's very cool.
Yeah, I encourage all parents to listen to their children and watch their natural proclivities, watch their natural talents. They'll show you who they are,
Yeah.
who they're ideally born to be. And
Yeah.
our job is to get out of the way.
Yep. so a lot of your work is around healing. Who do you mainly work with? Do you have like a specific type of client?
I work with anyone who is proactive in their own awakening. Earlier on in my career, it used to be more proactive spiritual seekers who had issues in relationships or in their health, and they would seek me out because they wanted to participate. I would tell people, you're not clients, you're partners. We're
Mm-hmm.
working with a higher power to bring about the intention and remove any energetic blocks you have to that fulfillment because it's already there. You already, I can see you healthy. I can see you wealthy. I can see you this way. And as long as I can see you, I can hold that vision for you. And
Mm-hmm.
we just navigate there. And now, though, I really, in my older age, you might say, I have a real love and passion for entrepreneurs, especially with what's going on in the world today.
Yeah.
I believe it's the small business owners and the entrepreneurs that are going to make the greatest difference. And frankly, I would love everybody to have what I have. You know, go anywhere you want, do your work. I mean, I could go to Egypt and people would bring me their sick children. Literally. I didn't say, I do healings, come to
Right.
me. But people feel it. They know you.
Hmm.
And if you're open, they trust you. So wherever I went, I could do my work. And I want that fulfillment for everyone. My vision and my childhood dream, Sherry, if it's okay to share it with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
This woman came, it was a dream, but I now call it a prophecy or precognitive something, because a woman came from the stars and put something into my hands. And she said, you're too young to understand this, but one day you will. You are a spiritual being of light, made of energy, and so is everyone else. Whoa! Turn to light with that bulb. Then she said, pass it on. Well, Sagittarian is always going to pass it on. That's not an issue for us. So I passed it on, and they turned to light. And then the globe of the world, which was on a tipping point of light and dark, as each person receives the globe of light, they turn to light, and the tipping point went to light. I know we're tipping to light. I know we're awakening. I
Mhm.
know the soul driven entrepreneurs who want to give their unique gift are the answers. And so I'm passionate. That's where I go. But anybody who is proactive, I love and adore. Anyone who wants to take full responsibility, ability to be responsible for your own self. And it's tantamount. You come first. My revolutionary message to everybody is you are your own VIP. Be that always. Very important priority as well as person. It starts with you and overflows from you.
Yeah. So tell us about what you're doing now with people, because
Well,
you've got
that's just,
some cool things going on.
yeah, it all led into two things. One, the self care, but
Hmm.
self care that starts daily, 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 daily. And that means the two most important. Well, I'm going to quiz you, Sherry. Play this.
Oh no.
You'll get this right. What are the two most important part of your day?
Well, the morning and before you go
Yes,
to bed.
you got it. The bookends. We bookend our day. I learned at a very young age that when you first open your eyes and you listen, listen. Don't look at your emails. Don't start even your gratitude prayers. You listen to that guidance. Like say good morning to God, good morning to yourself, good morning to soul, good morning to whatever higher power. And I turn myself to you today. What's what's up? I get guidance that way.
Mhm.
And I've been doing that ever since I was a child. And then as I learned the process of hypnagogic sleep, I realized, oh my God, we're in between dimensions because we think we're physical. Remember what I said? We're spiritual beings of light. We think we're physical, but we're not. So that area is between the superconscious mind, the God mind, and the conscious mind is still sleepy. Best time of the day to seize your day. And then at night, I have a ritual that I love to give everybody, and that is when you go to sleep, review your day. Before you go to sleep, review your day. Where you had a great moment, celebrate it. Just celebrate it. Yay, yay, yay. Yippee, oh, I did that well. Be your own cheerleader. We are not trained to do that.
No.
And we do the opposite. And we beat ourselves up for
Yep.
what we haven't gotten right. But if the things you haven't liked or gotten right, do the opposite. Put in the correction so your subconscious gets trained. You're training your brain. Instead of you didn't do this well enough. Next time, because it's a pattern, it might happen again. Voila. So that's the first thing I teach everybody. Put yourself first and seize those moments because that's dormant soul power. That's why I call myself the soul power catalyst. My job is to speed your soul power from sleepy state to wakey state and stay waking as much as possible
Mhm.
because you have your answers. You are your expert. And that's been taken away in conditions from the time we were children to be, indoctrinated. And that's why my gift, my signature program and it came through me. So I don't even take full credit because it's a life of having spiritual experiences, guidance, listening to the higher powers that we all have. It's just mine stayed awake. Where people want
Yeah.
to dumb it down, I dumped it down. I just didn't tell them. I just kept it up for myself. Hey, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. And the biggest one that I share with everybody, because it contains everything. If you break it down, Sherry came at my greatest wound after my dad passed away, and that was the words: surrender each day, step by step. You'll be shown the way. And notice, surrender doesn't mean submit. It means let go to what the present moment is about.
Yep.
Each day, that daily habit, you build a strong spiritual daily habit. We build strong going to the gym daily habit, eat daily habit, but our consciousness daily habit. You'll be shown the way, step by step. You don't have to take quantum leaps. You don't have to figure out a whole bunch of stuff. Just take one step outside your comfort zone.
Yep.
So that's now turned into the GPS code, the undergirding of my spiritual system, of which, drum roll please, like the first and most important part is the body movements that I give away in the video. And for your people and your people only, Sherry, I added a special bonus. They get energy transmission per their intention to release any of the blocks for 1 month by yours. So they get the infused fifth frequency and Reiki Mastery healing video that starts your day in less than 5 minutes. So anybody who tells me they don't have 5 minutes and it's free, they really look in the mirror and say, do you want to change? Because you don't have to change. I'm not making you wrong.
Right.
Say you want to change when I'm giving you secrets and shortcuts that's taken me over 50 years with thousands of people practicing it to amazing results. So if you ask me, Sherry, that's what I'm doing. And then of course I'm accelerating it with light technology that you're also involved with.
Awesome.
That's what I'm doing. And I'm sticking to it. And I have no bright, shiny object syndrome. I have no imposter syndrome. I have no syndrome. Because when you trust yourself, which is what this gift is, we'll do just the 30 days alone. Energy transmission for energy blocks release. And the easiest movement, Sherry, the easiest one, everybody, if you do nothing else, and you don't even take my gift, which I would say, please do, because you'll benefit and I would love it. But because I know that I'm adding to that ripple effect of that childhood dream. So you're fostering my child, furthering my ripple effect.
Right.
I appreciate you for that. But is the Wonder Woman pose for women and the Superman pose for men? What that does in the morning, our cortisol hormone, stress, high, it lowers it. Testosterone, confidence hormone, low, makes it high. Just that one movement. Imagine one movement.
Mm-hmm.
Because those movements that I give are designed to balance the chakras, rewire the brain for success, and lower the stress hormones and raise the happy hormones. What a way to start your day, right?
Well, and who couldn't use that right now?
Exactly. and it takes less than 5 minutes, literally.
Yeah.
And the second one, I'm going to give them 2, and then they'll get the other 3 when they get the video, is you hug yourself daily before you hug anybody, your husband, your fur baby, your children. It takes nothing to hug yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Flows the oxytocin love hormone, and that fills you with success and possibilities because you're thinking clearer and you're in the present moment. Because here's a secret. Now, I know people know this secret, but I'm going to tell them. Lean in. This is a great secret. The body lives in the present moment. The soul only lives in the present moment. It's just our beautiful brain. They call it mind, but the mind really includes the heart, the brain, the soul. But the brain, it goes into the past and gives you misery. Or coulda, shoulda, woulda, if I had. Or it goes into the future. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen here, there. And if anything, the coronavirus as a teacher has taught us, the future control, really? It's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
So the more we're in our present moment, loving ourselves, like the academy, my Awakening Awareness Academy, it has 3 promises. Know thyself, thy true self, thy spiritual self first, not just in the mirror every day. Go past that to the light that you are. Love thyself, because when you really know who you are, you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're lovable. Don't believe anybody other than you. And you tell yourself the truth. Don't buy your ego's lies. You are lovable. and then trust thyself. So
Mhm.
they don't have to be true. Trust thyself. You take those three, because look, the one thing we know is two things. Life is limited, and we can live on the low vibration, or we can live the high vibration, build the low vibration. Because the only thing you don't get back is time. It's our
Mhm.
most precious asset, and most precious resource is universe for YOU. There's your verse.
Awesome. Awesome. So I'm just excited. I think anybody watching this, you need to get her free gift. That the link's going to be below the video. And thanks again for being on with us today and
Sherry,
letting us share this with, everybody, because
thank
everybody could use this. So go get it.
you,
Go get it.
Sherry, not only for having me on today, but your incredible visionary gifts of wanting to bless so many people in so many diverse ways. If I was, well, I am, I'm going to go grab all the goodies because I learned something, and we could leave it with this because I could go on, but this is a really good one that I learned when I got guidance from Beyond.
Mhm.
And that is when it's free, it could be God's gift to me. It's up to me to go check it out and see. Now, this is way before free lead magnets and everything. Well, I'm dating myself. This is the 1970s. But that's how my whole life unfolded, aligned with the soul's blueprint, which we all have.
Yeah, I mean, lots of times it's those things that'll open a door that then just,
Exactly.
changes things. So,
And you will know by whether your heart expands or contracts.
mhm.
Where it contracts, walk away. Where it expands, take the next step. Remember, step by step.
Yep.
And I have one last invitation for everyone. Sherry, on the last Wednesdays of every month is Soul Power Happy Hour. So they can go to soulpowerhappyhour.com. They get free every time energy transmission of Reiki and more, and intoxicating spiritual conversations. No, leave your credit cards at home too, because there's no pitch at the end.
Cool. All right.
Happy hour. Thank you, Sherry. Mwah.
It was a pleasure. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.